Dr. Jan, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Now, Jen, you gave me a couple of positive affirmations, and one that my people are in the office and my boyfriend's really sick of hearing, and that is, I'm Alicia and I love to run. And we say it all the time, and if someone's eating a piece of cake or something at the office, it's, I'm Alicia, I love to run. I'm Alicia, I love to run. I'm Alicia, I love to run. And they're really sick of it, but gee, it's been good.
Well,
thanks.
Well, you were a good subject. And you were highly motivated, and that's really the key. Somebody who's highly motivated and also has a good imagination are usually the best kind of subjects. There are those control freaks, and we all know one, probably, that we'd never even try to hypnotise because, you know, they'd be setting me up for failure.
Right, so there are some people that are impossible to hypnotise.
Yes, well, particularly if they don't want to be.
Right, okay, yeah. So it's sort of a 50-50 agreement. Like, you bring a certain amount of trust and commitment to the arrangement of hypnotism.
Yes, that's exactly right.
So how long ago was that session, Alicia?
We shot that story about 6 weeks ago, 5 or 6 weeks ago, and I really, as Janet said, I was very motivated to do it. Yeah. And I knew that running was the only way I was going to be able to shift some of the kilos. And it wasn't a lot. I really wanted to get 3 or 4 kilos down. And I've lost 3 kilos, so I've lost the muffin tops.
Oh, great.
Yeah, thank you.
Can we have a look at you?
I'll stand up, shall I?
Stand up.
In my, look.
You look great!
But it's also, it is absolutely the motivation not to have to think about things that I put in my mouth, because before I would just eat whatever comes around, and we talked a lot about what I need and what I would enjoy eating, and then the consequences of what I eat, basically.
That's right, and avoiding triggers like the muffins, in the green room or wherever you are working.
Yes. And we have the 3 o'clock sugar fix, which is my biggest problem, I think. And I work with boys who seem to have great metabolisms, and they bring it in and they say, here, Alicia, you finish off this chocolate slice. And I obviously put it in my mouth. But now, no thanks, have a cup of tea.
So can I ask, with hypnotism, there's obviously the one-on-one session. What sort of homework is involved when you're not in the office?
Well, as a clinical psychologist, I'm very good at coming up with all sorts of homework. And, you know, sometimes writing down your affirmations is important. Isolating what are the triggers that are going to set you off. This is particularly for the smokers or the gamblers or the drinkers. There are people lists that you might have to make that you just have to stay away from those people for a while. And also making commitment to yourself to get into a routine.
Is it as easy as one session for someone like Alicia, or do you have to sort of return and...
We did actually have 3 sessions, yes. Well, look, the magic wand does work sometimes, particularly for the stop smokers, in one session. Yeah. But normally it's also about the rapport that is built. You know, Alicia's very trusting, and we had great rapport. Yeah. And I think with that click, and her ability to use her imagination, we had really good results.
I will say that during some of the sessions, because I am naturally a cynical person, I think, and during some of the sessions I'd sit there and go, and Janet was talking to me, and I was sort of thinking about things, and one part of my brain was off going, I'm going to buy this at the supermarket tonight, and I'm going to go for a run, and blah, blah, blah. And then I was also listening to you, and I really struggled when I got home the first night and talked to Rich about it and saying, yeah, I felt like I was hypnotised, but I don't know, because I was still using a part of my brain that was elsewhere. I found that so weird the first time around.
Is it something you actually have to turn off once Alicia reaches her target weight, or you know, would she keep on wanting to run whenever she possibly can?
Yes, Chris, yes!
No, look, that part of the mind that we call the hidden observer, the minder, takes charge and protects us from doing anything really stupid or dangerous. And, you know, like a hypnotist can't make you take your clothes off and run down Bridge Road. You know, that part of you's always in there protecting.
Damn, I was really hoping, Chris, you, the moody run.